Yo, what's up, YouTube? And today I am showing you guys everything you need to bring with you when you go to your locals or regionals or Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments in general. This is general things that you should bring, especially if you're one of those people who competes frequently, like me. So, first off, I am taking kind of a casual approach to this. So first off, first thing you need to have is a bag. Trust me. One bag should do it for locals. Obviously, have clothing and stuff for that if you go to something like YCS or a regional or a Nash or something. Okay, on the inside, first off, one of the things that they don't tell you is you're going to want food. Straight up. That's something that you're going to need with you. I can't tell you how many times a snack has saved me, like halfway through, something light. I'm not the best example here, but yeah, having something like that. Now, if your tournament where you're at, like the venue that you're at, says no outside food or drink, respect that. Make sure you take some sort of alternative way to get food. Also, water. I recommend having something to keep you hydrated. I personally drink water when I'm at tournaments. And this is sitting on my stand because this is my everyday bottle. So, yeah. Water's good for you. Next thing, because I use this frequently, your wallet. You're going to need this. I will guarantee. Okay, there's a lot of people who take trades. I personally don't. However, if I do take trades, if I can find the binder, one sec. Doing it live, guys. Doing it live. It's not this one. It's the other one. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh golly gosh. Yep. There it is. I usually take this one. This isn't in there right now because reasons. But this is actually my token binder. I usually ahead of time try and show people like all the cards here are just tokens. So although I do end up using because I have so many. I use Pokemon tokens mainly. I use different colored sleeves usually. So I'll have about 8 in a box or so, or carry about 4 inside my deck box. So this is just a great way for me to make sure that I always have fresh tokens in case one of my tokens sleeve gets damaged and I need to replace it. I've got this here with me. I've also got, surprisingly, my trade binder. Now, maybe not trades as much as selling cards is kind of the norm now. No one trades anymore, sadly, but having a trade binder is necessary, I feel like. Well, I guess don't take a trade binder to big events. Locals is fine. If you take I recommend something that's like a 9-pocket, but I've actually found that more people tend to trade a lot of cards while at locals. So having both a 9-pocket and a 4-pocket filled with your trades is a good idea. There's not too many cards that I personally trade Yu-Gi-Oh wise, but I do it at the place that I go for my locals, which isn't an official card shop. A lot of the guys also play Pokemon, so I've just got tons and tons of Pokemon cards for trade. Speaking of Pokemon cards for trade, if I can find it. Where is it? Oh, I traded for the Surfing Pikachu last time I went to locals, which was about a day ago or so. Wait, today's Saturday, right? Yeah, I went to locals yesterday, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, for those of you that I hung out with my buddy Chris, and then I ended up after leaving his house, coming home, eating, and then I went to an area that locals, it was cool. It was fun. Definitely gonna compete more now that I have like a local group of people who play. Surprisingly, we can't because we can't organize like times. They said it Friday, like after they get off of work, so it's like it's a group of people. It's not like your traditional ones where you go to a card shop because we don't have a card shop here, sadly. But next thing, moving on from that, a notebook. Probably wondering why a notebook? Why would I need a notebook? Well, you know how there's those cheating bastards who try and tell you that you have less life points than them? Notebook. Notebook, and the other thing goes along with that, pens. I carry around extra pens because I've had people take my pen and not return it, so I always carry spare pens. Your mat, obviously. You want to take a mat. This is my personal. I'm actually proud to show you guys this. So this is my new National Guard mat that I made personally. It's pretty cool, actually. It's made of t-shirt material, so it's really, really thin, but it's really, really comfortable. So, yeah. Yeah, I needed something I could fold. I do have a Pokemon mat, but I can't fold that. So, speaking of which, you can actually sometimes, if you go to something like YCS or like locals or places that or card shops, a lot of times they have those. So, I think we're on the final thing, and in case you're wondering, deck box. Yes. So one of the main things I recommend is having multiple deck boxes. Mainly your main deck box for your cards, but when you compete in something like Nash or regional qualifier, like regionals to try and get to Nash. I recommend carrying several, and I mean several boxes. I mean, definitely just carry two minimum, because this deck box here is like, this is one of my main deck boxes that I use as a storage device. What's in here? I actually have cards in here right now. Red Eyes, Blue Eyes. What deck is? Trishula. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, this is Synchro Zombie. Okay. I'm doing a Black Rose Synchro Zombie build, so I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it's been a while. It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be really, really turbo-y because, yeah, it's nice to have Black Rose in a Black Rose deck, but yeah. This was the deck I competed with. Yes, I actually competed in a locals with this. I beat a Thunder Dragon mainly because he's like, I don't have a side for you, and I don't know how to go against something like that. That's what I want to fucking hear, bro. But it's my Phantom Knights. Yeah, you guys could probably tell. So for those of you that are wondering, my favorite Xyz monster is Dark Rebellion, and in here I got the Ultra Art. Yeah, the Ultra Art's actually my favorite artwork for the monster. So, however, I also like Warlord's Ultra Art. That was pretty cool. I was happy that we got that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else in the bag besides I mean, the last thing you need. And this one's more or less kind of luxury at this point. So first off, calculator. This is my old phone that it's deactivated, so I can't use it. But it's a good calculator for Yu-Gi-Oh, or at least for that purpose for Yu-Gi-Oh. It's also pretty good for keeping life hack. If you have a phone that works but is disconnected from being used, use it for that. Dice. As a Yu-Gi-Oh player, you may think, "Oh, I don't need dice." You definitely do. When you go to a tournament, we always, whether you're using it for like, there's actually a lot of cards that use counters, a lot of token cards, or cards that affect returns, and having dice is really nice for that. But if anything else, having at least a die for your, or at least 5, like I carry around about 5 die at a time, mainly because I never really play counter cards, but to keep track of like time on something like Swords Revealing Light, which is a card I play frequently, or something like Extinction. These are really good for that because I can actually keep track of when an effect's supposed to go off. And Future Fusion is pretty cool because I can actually it's good for that. But if anything else, have at least a die for rolling because no one wants to be the guy asking for a die every time a game starts. Coin. Okay, I don't. You only need this if your deck is based around coin flip luck. And because I also go to locals and we play Pokemon, coin flip luck it's a real thing, guys. It's a real thing. And I've actually found in the past that, yeah, you can actually, sadly, Pokemon coins are extremely manipulatable if you know what you're doing. So. That's why a lot of people are more into the whole metal coins. I actually have a couple metal coins at the house. I need to bring those out because I actually use those as my official coin, and I don't have that. Although I have started taking a single quarter for my coin flips. Why a quarter? Well, that's the traditional coin that most people use. So, but I do use my Pokemon coins for when I'm playing Pokemon because it just makes sense. I have 2 actually. Also, if you play Pokemon, acrylic markers, Magic. And you probably okay. So the last, actually, one of the things that I forgot to mention, I don't have any here, mainly because all of the sleeves that I use, I order offline. So I'm waiting for more to come in. These are my travel sleeves, but definitely make sure you've got some sort of sleeves. Have backup sleeves. Firstly, sleeve your deck before an event, obviously, but make sure you've got backup sleeves while you're at the tournament. Now, if you use super expensive sleeves that don't fray or buckle under shuffling pressure, that are like super pricey, then I don't see that as necessary. But for people who can't afford that, get spare sleeves. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, do all that sorts of shit. Yeah, I'm not monetized, so I don't give a fuck. Peace out, guys.